Today, we're doing another book review. The book is Revolt.
What would you do if they took everything away from you?
Jason, don't look.
The answer is simple, really. You'd want revenge.
Revolt is available on Amazon right now. You can find it underneath Revolt by Benjamin Vogt, V-O-G-T. All right, so folks, I'm so excited about this book. This is a book that I got to edit, but that's not the reason I'm excited about it. I'm excited because Benjamin Vogt is actually, in my opinion, probably one of the best up-and-comers that I've read or had the pleasure of knowing. It's his inaugural novel. He is writing a series, and the second book is planned to be released later on this year, probably around September, and then his book 3 will be released in December. The great thing about Ben is he's a young author. He wrote this book when he was 15. He published it on his own. He took the step of hiring a professional editor. It is a great book. He published it before his 17th birthday so that he could say he published it when he was 16. Ben is awesome, and I am really excited about his enthusiasm. He does some spectacular things with his marketing, and I'm really proud of him. I was really kind of happy about the way Ben wrote the back cover. His back cover little teaser is this. He says, Jason Pinder's life has ended, or so he thought. In a society where bloodthirsty soldiers patrol every corner, cameras are always watching, curfews are fully enforced, and death stalks wherever you go, there isn't much left to do but revolt. I thought that was really good. It's a really good synopsis. Ben did a fine job publishing this book. He was meticulous, and most of my authors they're pretty picky, but he's meticulous. His cover is fantastic. His mom and him worked on that cover. Don't you just love it? And he's just, like I said, just starting out. And honestly, guys, seriously, let me tell you a little bit about the book. Jason Pinder is an amazing kid. He is going through life and this really kind of awkward situation. The government has we're kind of being run as a dictatorship at the time. The president had been elected, but he has now remained in office for like 15 years. And there are people that are fighting against what's going on, but it's really tough to do. And so they're doing it as like this underground revolutionary type group that are looked at like terrorists, and it's called Lazarus. But anyway, Pinder is not interested in that. He just wants to be a kid. He just wants to be a normal kid in high school. The book starts off with him and his best friend Simon actually sneaking out, which is really kind of dangerous, and going to a rave. And after that, his life just kind of somersaults. He ends up losing his family, and he ends up seriously trapped in a sense in this very violent, strange situation where he's tied up with this group, this Lazarus. I will tell you that this is a very fast read. You won't be able to put it down. His chapters are short and they are punchy. You know, you're going to get through action really fast. There's not a lot of time for you to breathe. Another thing about this book that I thought was really well done is he does a good job with his setting. I don't think Ben's ever been to the city that he's writing about in this story, but he did take some elements from it that were kind of interesting. He's renamed neighborhoods and things, and he's graphic. I will warn you, there's a little disclaimer. He's graphic, so for a YA, I would make this book comparable to Dashner's Maze Runner. I would say that, in my personal opinion, I actually find Maze Runner to be a little more violent even than Hunger Games. It's a YA, but it kind of borders on the violent side of YA. So there's your warning. I get a little cringy in the book, which it kind of like takes your gut and. But anyway, I recommend you pick up this book. Like I said, you can find it on Amazon. I highly recommend Ben's books. I think that I can't wait to get my fingers and claws into the next one and the next one. All my beta readers, that was one of their things. They're like, when's the next one coming out? When's the next one coming out? Which to me, that means it's a great book. I try to review a book once a month. If you have a book that you would like me to pick up and read and review, make sure you comment below or contact me on my website at editsbystacy.com. And I look forward to talking to you guys next time. Keep reading, book sniffers.